Hi, my name is Eric William Carroll. We're here at RayKo Photo Center in front of my show, PLATO'S Home Movies. The name PLATO'S Home Movies comes from Plato's allegory of the cave, in which people were forced to sort of stare at shadows on the wall as an early form of reality. I like the metaphor, and I like how easily it adapts to photography. The piece I'm standing in front of was created in the woods. They're all unique photograms on blueprint paper of sort of the dappled light falling onto the forest floor. I was interested in that experience because normally I feel like when we see something beautiful, our first inclination is to whip out our digital camera or phone and snap it and then move on. And for me, what I wanted to do was remove the camera, but still keep some elements of photography, that being a flat surface and some degree of light sensitivity. And so I made this folder in which I would load up with light sensitive paper, go out to the woods, sort of really spend time just looking at the way shadows were falling on the floor of the forest, and then expose the paper, pack it up, bring it home, process it, and then hang it up on the wall. So that's what you're seeing behind me. One aspect that runs throughout my work is, and it's more on the production, but it's this idea of performance. There's, when I go out to make my pictures, it's not just bringing along a little camera with me. It's usually a laborious process in which I'm loading up this cardboard folder or hauling around a screen in the woods. But to me, that performance is very photographic, because what I'm introducing is a two-dimensional plane into the world, and that's one of the requisites for photography for me is a two-dimensional plane. So a lot of these shadows I wouldn't have known or recognized or wouldn't even exist if I didn't put that two-dimensional plane. They would have been falling on rocks or piles of leaves or whatnot. So when I introduce this screen into the world, it sort of becomes a movie. And this goes back to this Play-Doh thing, is setting up basically a two-dimensional square or rectangle for people to sort of sit down and watch. The photograph of the screen in woods, it is a photograph, but it's also a document of a performance in a way, in which I would set up a screen and let it sit there and just sort of watch the light change. I'm playing with the element of time in a couple of ways with this work. One is that a lot of these images were created over a longer period of time than photography is used to. Normally we're used to images created in split seconds, where a lot of these were created over several seconds or minutes. The second aspect is that they're changing as I speak right now. The medium in which I captured these shadows on, which is commercial blueprint paper, is exceptionally non-archival and is known not to last. So over the course of the exhibition, these images are lightening and starting to fade. The light, if it is strong enough, will completely eliminate the image, and the end result would just be a white sheet of paper. Part of what I'm doing is I'm trying to challenge our expectations of photography, what it's supposed to mean, how long it's supposed to last, and what it is we're supposed to see when we're looking at a photograph. The other thing I think I try to get people to think about is that the objects that we're putting our photos on, whether it be a piece of paper or a compact flash card or our online account, these places where our photos go, they're just as ephemeral as the moments that we're trying to capture. I'm basically trying to strike a deal with photography of how much of the original experience I can bring with me and how much can I appreciate it just as is and sort of letting it be. things changing is a completely normal experience. And I would argue it's one of the most beautiful aspects of experience to know that it's not going to be there again tomorrow.